pitches to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical, and then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Off the play fake on first down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Mills. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Dogs headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let him have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick, because they're right back on the line to call another play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Snagged in the middle, it's Mills. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Jackson gonna throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires on the move. Working on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Makes the grab. It's Pringle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they...
Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Jackson will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Blasted as he lets it go.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Georgia going up tempo. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Pringle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Bulldogs will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Taylor. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the run, it's Pringle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. On a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a
touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Sooners want to crank their tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it commute.
There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Flying out to the left. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Power football with the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go right back to the run. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll start this drive going to the air. He makes the catch. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field.
It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold them to that football.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Sooners send out the punt unit. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Here's a heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Inside the 45. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. To the ground. He's got it again. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up.
Breaks into the open.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back. It's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they
got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Jackson gonna throw it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go with a direct snap. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his man. It's Black. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Offense in a bunch formation. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Lets it fly. Complete downfield. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Finds his man. It's Mills. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Georgia going up tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Dogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Pringle. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Going to be very interesting to see.
Turning it on! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Grabs over the middle. It's Mills. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Extending the play. He'll throw it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for room. It's Pringle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Just keeps slinging it. Under fire. Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, keep that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The give from the gun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Sooners will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got it in the middle. It's Pringle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Makes the grab. It's Pringle. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so trying to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Wide out, trying to get it in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stings, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The sure hands, it's Combs. Oh, what a cut! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down.
Let's go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead, this offense.
There he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia going up tempo. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0